That's why I just sit here and think to myself, like, how? How are you people still getting shot by the police? How are people still getting shot by the police? Exist. I can't exist in this life without waking up in the morning and someone else has been shot by the police. Like how I be trying to figure it out, and I know how, but for comedic effect, I gotta ask these questions like how? How are you niggas still getting shot by the police? I know how, but once again, comedic effect, how? Like this. And I used to be America's Most Wanted. Not America's Most Wanted, but you know, I used to be wanted. I never, ever got shot at by the police. That was never even a concern of mine. I never woke up and was like, yo, I might get shot by the police today. You know, when people get shot by the police, they usually like rob a bank, you know, committed a string of murders. You know, that's worthy of being shot by the police. These niggas, it be traffic stops. And they do the most during the traffic and get shot. You get no cool points for that. You don't. I done bribed from gang banging. Never. I just had an encounter the other day. I'm still here. They make me feel like I'm not worthy or something. Like, did I not go hard enough? These niggas, I know people that ran from the police. Just, all right, you got me. Get taken into custody. They do their time, eat their cheese sandwiches in prison, and go the fuck home and do the same thing. End up back in prison, not shot up. And it's like, how are you? How are you people getting shot up? Goodness gracious, somebody gonna say, sorry, I know, I get it, but it's like, yo, I can't, like people getting shot over the stupidest thing, and it be stupid stuff. It be stuff not worthy of being shot over. It be stuff not even worth a traffic ticket. A traffic ticket. There's no honor in that type of death. You know how many traffic tickets I done had? And I'm still alive? What the hell is wrong with people? You know, it makes you. I'm not even about to start yelling because it's not that important, but it just makes you wonder what type of people are being bred today. Because even the gangsters, there's a lot of gangsters. They've never been shot by the police. They doing their time. They got taken into custody. They like, hey, it's not worth dying over. You niggas is willing to lose your life over a traffic ticket, leaving behind kids that are gonna grow up fucked up. You know, I don't get it. And then Benjamin Crump, you know, he's on the case already. I'm like, damn, cuz ain't you still Dante, right? You was just talking about this nigga. Now you over here with a whole new family. I'm like, can you finish business with the first family? That's why I said that Benjamin Crump, he the type of person that'll ask you for money with his hand already in your pocket. Those are the worst type of merchants. There's levels to the merchant tree. He's a top dog merchant. That's all I'm saying. Like, can you finish with the last family? He up there with the new family. It was an unconscionable act. Like every act was unconscionable. It's like, this shit, it don't even deserve our attention, but the way they portray it and spin it in the media is like this is the focal point. Then they use it to push agendas. It's like, yo, stop. Like, you niggas stop getting shot by the police. Like, it's not that hard. It's not hard to not get shot by the police. They want to make it seem that way, but it's not. I have experience dealing with the police. Not from y'all be hearing it from the police perspective. I'm gonna tell you from a ex-criminal's perspective. It's not hard to not get shot by the police. It really isn't. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this shit out. You didn't have to be experienced at long division to figure this out. You know? You don't need a college degree for this. It's basic. You know, police don't even want to shoot me. I'm not even lying to y'all. I was on the road the other day, you know, breaking some laws and shit, breaking some traffic laws, you know. The police, he pull out. You know they got them souped up charges with my money and shit, right? He pull out. Fucking Nissan Altima. I go around. I'm like, he ain't after me, he after them. Nope, he wasn't after them. Caught a glimpse of me and was like, and just kept driving. I was like, yo, I know he wanted to get me, but he didn't get me because he didn't want no shit. Police ain't out here looking to shoot niggas because they don't want that. They don't want that trouble. They will purposely bypass you, like, pull over. Never mind, you good. Just stay the fuck away from me, black guy. You know? That's police now. They don't go out there actively looking to shoot. Where's the nearest nigga? Can you point me to him? He went that way. All right, let me go shoot him. They don't do that. They don't do that. They don't. It's not that hard. And speaking of Nissan Altimas, I got cut off by a Nissan Altima. The dark gray ones that you see, the dark gray Nissan Altima, cut off. I was mad. The type of people that drive it, she was an older woman. She was wearing her mask, right? She had a mask on. And she was FaceTiming while driving. I'm like, yo, you FaceTime in a Nissan Altima wearing a mask, driving like that? Like, this is what we did. I'm okay now, but when it happened, you know, I was hot, livid, you know? I had to put on some go-go music. That's heavy metal for niggas. I had to put on some go-go music and get over it. You know, I had to let it burn, but that shit, you know, she FaceTiming, and the older people get, the worse they are at texting while driving. Because we all do it, right? We all text and drive. But there's a certain type of people, the older they get, they just have the phone in their face. You know, it's like, yo, your phone not supposed to be in your face. Put the phone down here by the vent, right here in between the two vents in the center console, right in front of the radio, where the AC, where the HVAC controls are. That's where you station your phone. You rest your elbow, right? You rest this motherfucker right there. You prop it up right there. You hold the phone. You let your arm hold the phone. You don't muscle it up and with one hand on the wheel and one hand on the phone. You don't do that. You rest it right there. Right there. In front of the radio. And you glance. You glance. You know, you don't sit, you don't have the phone all up in your face with your strong hand, driving with your weak hand, going over the speed limit, cutting people off and shit in the Nissan Altima while wearing a mask. Like your mask is going to stop you from getting killed. For real, for real. It's not. People just blow this shit out. Man, shout out to Joey. Shout out to Joe Biden. Shout out to Joey. Joe. Hey, Joey. Shout out to Joey. I got that from Marlon Webb. Marlon Webb inspired my whole white ally character. Joey! Shout out to Joey. Shout out to Joe Biden. I seen that retarded Meet the Press of America shit. Y'all be watching. I seen that shit. He addressed the nation. I addressed the nation. He tell you what it is. That's why I like Joey. He tell you what it is. He won't tell you. People like his handlers are handling. Well, whoever handling that nigga, they doing a good job because he let you know where you need to be at, what mentality you need to be in, and where you should be standing on certain topics. Not Trump. Not Trump go out there and act pro 2A. Trump go out there and act pro Second Amendment and then do shit like want the names and addresses of people who have downloaded the Obsidian 4 app for a night vision scope from ATN. Yeah, we need their names and addresses. I'm pro Second Amendment. Get them niggas' names and addresses. You know, a lot of y'all didn't know that, but he did that. He did that. And it was like only one person that covered it on YouTube. Trump do shit like go out there and act pro Second Amendment and then ban bump stocks and shit. Somebody get shot up with a bump stock. Trump, ban it. I don't need the courts, nothing, none of that. Fuck Congress. Ban that shit. Executive action. Huh. You know, he just airbends some shit out there. You know, that's Trump for you. That's Trump. That's Trump. Trump do shit like go out there and act like he pro Second Amendment. And then when Virginia was going through that red flag situation with Northam, nigga face Northam. Yeah, when Virginians was going through that during lockdown, Trump ass on Twitter, Virginia, they are attacking your Second Amendment rights. Y'all need to stand up and defend it. What? That's what Virginians voted for you for. And obviously you can't act like you don't know what the problem is because you just tweeted about it. Virginia, they're coming at your Second Amendment rights. Do something. No, nigga, you do something. Virginians been contacting their senators. You feel the sheriffs in Virginia been going hard. Like, nah, this is sanctuary. This is 2A sanctuary area right here. The sheriffs, the locally, you know. Trump on Twitter acknowledging the problem, seeing the problem, and then telling us to do something. Ain't that what niggas voted for you for? Why are we voting for people then? If you can't do simple shit like uphold the Constitution, like uphold Second Amendment rights, that's why I don't got no problem with Joe Biden. Trump had a lot of people sleep at the wheel. Now y'all up. Now y'all up. Now y'all look like meerkats. I like that. I like that. Joey got you on your toes. I like that. Trump had you niggas. You know, Trump had y'all asleep. Trump remind me of the type of father that'll promise his kid he'll show up at the little league game and then don't show up. And then you know, people talk bad about your dad, you gotta defend it. Shut up. He's a good guy. You don't know what he has to go through. But deep down inside, you know he ain't shit. You know them kids, right? Trump ain't do a damn thing. Trump ain't do a damn thing. Joe Biden do shit. That's why I say, you know, I like when people expose their hand, pay attention to it. Listen to it. I respect that shit. Because you know what you're going to get with Joe Biden. Joe Biden does shit like elevate Fauci. He elevated Fauci to like, Fauci got a raise under Biden. So you know he about to get hit with Fauci. You know, he has a higher position now. He's in this nigga's cabinet. You know, not Trump. Trump would do shit like talk shit about Fauci on Twitter like he about to fire him the next day. Fucking Fauci. And then go out there the next day at the press conference with Fauci and say, oh no, I'm not going to fire him. No, he's good people. Fauci's good people. It's like, which one are you, Trump? What? And then when he get out of office, talk shit about Fauci. Like you wasn't the one that had the power to fire this nigga. But you wanted to play ball. I mean, I couldn't do it because, you know, I had to, you know, the liberals. I can't do a Trump voice. That's why I'm saying it in my default straw man voice. I can't, my Trump impression is dumpster juice. Y'all know I'm not even going to try. I'm gonna stick to my Fauci impression. But that's the type of person Trump is. Like, no, I don't get it. Imagine all of us gangbang, right? And I'm your leader. I'm the big dog on the block. I'm the big homie on the rec yard. And I promise y'all peace and prosperity. And I'm going to uphold our values as a gang, right? And then y'all keep getting jumped. Y'all keep getting beat up, shot, stabbed. And I keep saying, you know what? This isn't right. We're going to do something. And then don't never do nothing for real about it. Then don't never do nothing. You know, you see me sitting down with the leaders of these opposing gangs, and you're like, all right, he's doing something. You hear me talking about it at our gang meetings, but then y'all keep getting jumped and beat up and deplatformed and demonetized and demonized. You're going to keep following me. You're going to keep following me. Be honest. That's why I say I fuck with Joey. I don't fuck with because I like him now. I don't like him. I can respect it though, because we know he has handlers. Trump go out there acting like it's just me. Remember Operation Warp Speed? The bitch asked, she was like, when the first interview, he was like, "Are you behind Operation Warp Speed?" "Yeah, it's me." Trump said, "Yeah, it's me." She acted like she was shocked. The military. Remember the first interview at the White House? She gave him a lifeboat. She tried to throw him a lifeline. This was a liberal too. "Are you sure it's you? So this isn't Fauci? This is Fauci's the scapegoat. Let's use him. This isn't Fauci. Trump so full of ego. No, it's me. This is my operation. I'm spearheading it." You know, that's Trump. And it's like, what? Even the liberals is like, what? You know, it's like, what? Conservatives is like, what? When somebody messes up so bad that you got to keep cleaning up their shit and they not getting shit done, and then they act like they scared to get demonized. Well, he had to play ball because he didn't want to. Nigga, you're a Republican. The left is supposed to hate you. That's not special. They already hate you because you got an R next to your name. You might as well go in. I'm not going to go in because then I need to keep favor with these people. Why? You're not on their team. They're supposed to hate you. The art of war? Your opposition not supposed to like you. Fuck, y'all keep playing with these people like they supposed to like you. They don't. They never will. Doesn't matter what you do, how many good things you do, how many people you condemn for anti-Semitism. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Why are you playing ball with those people? You supposed to protect your base. More conservatives got fucked up and beat up under Trump than I've ever been paying since I've been alive and paying attention. You gotta forgive me. I come from a cultural background that rooted organizations and gangs and shit. So when I see this, I understand it for what it is. You heard me speak about it in skits, but I never really touched on it. Never really touched on it like that. But people need to understand. I seen more conservatives getting beat up than any other president. I haven't known another time that conservatives was getting y'all was getting y'all ass whooped. Straight up. Y'all got y'all ass whooped at y'all's own rally. Straight up. And then I ain't lying. Did Trump, you see what's happening on college campuses. You see Christian kids with MAGA hats being attacked. Remember the media showed you that every day? Somebody else was being attacked wearing a MAGA hat, right? Remember that? Trump, I'm going to do something about it. Remember he tweeted that? I'm going to do something about it. But Twitter finger. So I'm like, all right, see what he does. This nigga goes out there and says, yeah, I've been seeing the shit that's happening. And then he proceeds to pass a bill, an executive order, whatever the fuck it was, banning anti-Semitism. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. That's when conservatives should have been like, yo, stop the party and let me out. Stop the party. Christian kids is getting their ass whooped wearing your hats, and you pass some shit about anti-Semitism? Ain't you supposed to be Christian, cuz? You ain't gonna you gonna anti-Semitism? You know, no, not Judaism. We're not worried about the Yahudim. What about us? You know, that what y'all should have. What about the Christians? They get no fancy laws protecting them. The Christians don't get no laws protecting them from the quote unquote most powerful person in the world. You're gonna protect. What Jewish attack spurred that? I seen countless white Christian kids wearing MAGA hats getting their ass whooped on college campuses, so much so to the point where they didn't even want to show their political affiliation. It turned into gangland for real. And your leader, Trump, couldn't even protect you, and he was top dog in this country. That tells you everything you need to know. I'm sorry. It is what it is. You can't see through the smoke and mirrors. If you can't see through the illusion, that's on you. But I see what it is. I know what it is. ABK, anybody killer. I don't play that shit. Your ideologies is not my stronghold. You got to earn my loyalty. Trump didn't do that. He talked a good game, but when push came to shove and it came time to act, he didn't. Trump said, fuck them Christian kids. Jewish people, yeah, don't talk about them. Like, what Jewish people were getting beat up? That it was a disproportionate beat up ratio between the Christian kids wearing your MAGA hats and the Jewish kids. You know who's beating up Jewish people? Black people. And there's no law you can pass to stop that. So I understand that. Niggas beat the shit out of Jewish people all the time. It happens every day, I'm sure. And it ain't got nothing to do with anti-Semitism. All it is, oh, you look funny, haha. You know, or some shit like, oh, look, fucking Jew, beat him up. You know, hit him upside the head a couple times. You see him getting beat up in restaurants and shit. You know, niggas, you can't stop that. It ain't had no teeth to it. You know, I'm gonna still talk shit about Jews because it's funny because you're not supposed to. I'm not an anti-Semite. He's anti-Semite. No, I'm not. I'm a comedian. And I like talking about forbidding things. I like putting myself out there to be hated. Sometimes to know your parameters, you got to put yourself out there. That's why some of y'all won't progress in your life. That's why some of y'all won't climb the ladders of economic succession, because you're scared to put yourself out there, because you're scared of not being liked. That's the problem with a lot of you people. That's why you conform. That's why a lot of people, they don't agree with masks. They know it's bullshit. Coronavirus, it's bullshit. Say it, COVID-19, it's bullshit. You don't need to put no fancy name, it's bullshit. But guess what? You're still going to go along to get along because you don't want to offend nobody. Put the mask on, you're going to offend me. No, bitch, what about you offending me? You know, you've been taught since school globalism to put them before you. You know, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. A lot of y'all scared. That's why I go hard on conservatives, because I thought that was when I seen everything going on. I was like, yo, these are the one group of people. They got the guns. You're scared to use them. They got the guns. You know, this agenda ain't going to get nowhere. Not as long as America got conservatives. But sure enough, they gave you a conservative leader that ain't had no muscle. He ain't had no muscle. He just looked good and talked good and was charismatic, and you fell for it. Had you nigga Not Biden. Now that Biden's in there, you niggas is meerkats. Oh, look what he said there. Look. With that finger. With that Anthony Brown Logan finger, the one that stank that he put in your face. I'm going to wrap it on up like the cool kids on the block. And then I'm going to, let's go. Let's do this with the ABL. ABL, your finger stank. ABL, your finger stank. Get that shit out the camera, cuz. It's like, no, I'm fucking with cuz. Cuz good. I like listening to different people on both sides so I understand where I should be standing. Because I don't want to follow you niggas and I don't want to follow you niggas. I'm ABK. You ain't going to trap me in a box. Because once you get in the box, it makes it harder for people to listen to you on the opposing side. Just because of your affiliations. And because of that, no matter how much logic you speak, you can never get through to those people because you have been branded. That's what happens when you go on Fox News. You become branded. I remember my homie sent his mom an article. Vincent from Red Elephants. I used to watch him. He supported the lockdown. I stopped watching. Then he came around. He was like, yeah, these lockdowns are bullshit. Vincent from Red Elephants. He had a great point. I remember one of those videos. He had a great point. Then my homie sent his mom one of his video. First thing she do is look him up. Oh, he's an extreme right winger. See, branded. Once you've been branded as conservative, Republican, it's easy for them to shift you all the way to the right. He's far right. Now they don't have to listen to the content of your message or see the content of your character. All they see is your political affiliation and that R or that conservative next to your name. And it's over. You're not reaching nobody. You're stuck in the echo chamber. You're preaching to the choir. I'm just saying, Trump ain't shit. Trump ain't shit. I'll go as far as to say he need his ass beat. I can hear the thumbs down. I know a lot of my base is conservative. Conservatives are easily fooled too. Y'all let anybody in. I wasn't even gonna talk about y'all. Let's talk about y'all. Democrats, Big Joey, it don't matter what you say about him, right? He has done more for his people, liberals, Democrats, than Trump has done for his people. You know how many executive orders this nigga Joey has signed? That's what he's supposed to do. He understands this is war. They understand this is war. But conservatives, we want to play ball. We want to do this. We want to act like robots and we want to have the logic. And not get shit done. This nigga Joey is up there falling up the steps, getting more shit done than Trump and his charismatic ass did in 4 years for his team. You got to hold people accountable. When the big homies start messing up, the little homies eat them. And somebody else comes up. That's culture. That's gang culture. That's every culture. Can't have a leader representing you that ain't got no fight. All he do is talk a good game. Trump was the loudest person in the room. We should have told you something right then and there. Joey, he stayed in his basement. Look at Joey. He stayed in the basement. This nigga come out. It don't matter what you think about the election. It really don't. Because this nigga came out swinging like Mike Tyson. Executive order. Executive order. Executive order. You know, not Trump. Trump just talk a good. Trump gave you lip service. Shout out to Joey. You know, he getting shit done. That's all I'm saying. He getting shit done. He getting things done for his team. It don't matter if you like it. He has a team that he is on. You're on the opposite team. Understand how this works. You're on the opposite team. You're not supposed to like it. He doing that for his people. Y'all had all conservative everything. House, Senate, President, and ain't shit change. Y'all had House, Senate, presidency. And how many conservatives was complaining about losing their YouTube channels, their social media presence, getting deplatformed under that nigga? And what did he do? What did Cud do about it? Nothing. Matter of fact, he went and got deplatformed himself. This is the nigga you niggas want to follow? This is the guy. Oh, I'm waiting on Trump to get a platform. Obviously, he has no muscle to get things accomplished. If you can't do things as the president of America, what the hell make you think you're going to be better off doing things as a citizen? Y'all was up there at the summit and he played identity politics, so I seen you black conservatives. That shit was a disgrace. Ain't no black conservative. Trump did more for that's what they saying right now. Trump did more for the black community than any other president. I don't give a fuck about that. He ain't do shit for me. Banning bump stocks. He ain't do shit for me. He banned bump stocks, and that prevented me from being able to shoot more ATF agents when they come in my door. That's all I'm saying. Hands up, don't shoot. That was a joke. I'm a comedian now. I can say these things and get away with it. Partially because I don't give a fuck. But all I'm saying is he did more for black people than he's ever done for anybody else. I don't give a fuck about Holmes. Don't sit up there and try to play identity politics now. Don't sit up there and try to have a black conservative summit meeting. The fuck? Black content creators are welcome at the White House. Like, what the fuck? What about the white ones? See how they pull, see how the left control, like what the fuck is that? So now y'all want to play identity politics? Trump sitting up there trying to please everybody. You got transsexuals on stage dancing around. Like what the fuck is that? What the fuck? He pulled a Charlie Kirk. What the fuck is that? The fuck, you gotta hit him with this. The fuck is that? He up there got the trannies for Trump. No. The fuck is that? Trying to be all inclusive and shit, That's the problem with you want to be inclusive. They set the trends. Liberal, I know that's what we know. That's why I'm ABK, because obviously the left sets the trends and the right follows. I know y'all here. I know y'all gonna thumb this down because I feel like a lot of the majority of my subscriber base is conservative. But I'm not I ain't about to sit up here and play games with y'all though. I'm gonna tell her like it is. If your leader was doing that, even in the military, if the commander of your squad was on some bullshit and y'all just kept getting taken out, and we gonna get him back though, don't worry. And y'all just keep dropping like flies, eventually you are going to learn that this nigga Lean doesn't know what the fuck he's doing or talking about. I don't even have to get into the loan from Wilbur Ross, when they bailed Trump out and he worked for the House of Rothschild. He was from the House of Rothschild. He already got a loan. People was like, he didn't take the Jewish money. He don't have to. He been did that. He didn't get a salary. He didn't accept the salary. He doesn't have to. He doesn't. Many businesses, this nigga, he's one of the richest presidents that has ever been president. That's all I'm saying. You can like him, you can hate him, but at the end of the day, you gotta acknowledge things for what they are. You gotta accept reality. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.